Dantinis have kidnapped the Gobbo babies. Find them and put them back in the playpens, but make sure they don't cry. Don't worry, I'll try my best. Yes, that's the first part of, in my opinion, the hardest level in the entire game. Not only is this the hardest level in the game, I have to say this is the longest level in the game. Anyway, I was just lucky that one didn't cry. Anyway, make sure that you stay very close to the pen. Get very close to the playpens in order for you to toss each of the Gobbo babies into each of these random little holding playpens. Now, when it comes to this, be pretty careful, because as soon as you take down one of those enemies, sometimes they'll go after you. It's just a lot of times I want to actually grab them, so then that way you can actually, I just want to grab them, so then that way you can actually be able to then prevent any of the Gobbo babies from crying. Because if any of the Gobbo babies were to cry, and then you place them into those little holding cribs, they happen to then, they'll happen to cause you to lose your gem count even more. So yes, there are actually Gobbo babies. Right, so that shows that pretty much the Gobbos that you have experienced are in fact adults, despite the fact that in previous villages the Gobbos said naughty. Jeez. Anyway, I really do love the design of this level, though. It's quite creative and quite festive, without a doubt. And it really has a cool, intricate design to it, in my opinion. However, the reason why this level is so long is because this is one huge area when it comes to the Inca Village. It pretty much looks like their living quarters, which actually includes all of their shops and all of their stores and everything. Which, like I just mentioned about stores, there is a perfect example of one little random store that you can actually enter, as you had just seen me pass. And with that, I have just collected six Gobbo babies. But given that you have to collect up to 30 of these Gobbo babies, such as you had to save 30 regular cave Gobbos in the last village, that's why I said this is gonna take a while to complete. That is one cool statue. I said that is one cool statue. Yeah, one cool statue. Yes, be wary about any pots, because there is a chance that there'll be a Gobbo baby. There is a chance there'll be Gobbo babies in at least some of these pots. And as you can see, when you walk near them, they easily break. But very cool, intricate design for this level. I'm happy to say that even though the game designers ran out of ideas for levels, in my opinion, for the final world. Sorry, for the final village. But at least they actually made this level very intricate and very nicely detailed in its design. Anyway, the reason why I have to say this is like the toughest level in the game is because this level includes not only the thing that you have to be very careful at retrieving all the Gobbo babies, but also it includes these Dantini enemies that actually can be kind of a pain in the butt. Given that you have to deal with, once again, runner Dantinis that will try and charge you, and once again, a unique new type of shooter Dantini that actually uses a gun to shoot off charge blasts. Anyway, if you're curious, this is actually a pretty darn good historical reference, actually, because the Dantinis are actually dressed like Spaniards, and it has been noted back in the history of when the Spanish decided to conquer the new worlds. In this case, North America and South America. In South America, they tended to unfortunately do this, where they would kidnap the children of several ancient civilizations that had lived back then, which of course the village of the Gabbos in this case is supposed to represent the Inca Village. Yeah, the Inca Village of way back then. Sorry, I had a little bit of phlegm in my throat. Yeah. Sorry. Yep, like I mentioned before, and here we are at the local marketplace or bazaar or whatever you like to call it, but it includes a bunch of random food stands, as you can see. We have a lot of pretty cool looking fruits. Thankfully enough, you're wearing a diaper. Otherwise, standing on top of that roof would have been cold for your bare butt. Yes, if you're curious, I have so much more commentary in order to actually be able to add for this level, because even though, like I just mentioned, this level is the hardest level because if you try and make sure that none of the baby Gabbos actually cry, and to try to retrieve all 30 of them so you can get all 100 gems, that's what actually makes this level pretty darn hard in several ways. Okay, one last thing that can make this final level pretty darn tough. Hold on while I collect the key key for this, and show off why this is actually the hardest level of the game. Yeah, why this is going to be hard. This is, as you can just see already, this is actually the most toughest and most frustrating Clockwork Gobbo challenge of all time. And it's because this one, the Clockwork Gobbo goes so freaking fast near the beginning that it's hard to control it. Not only that, but you've got a really long, as you can see, long, convoluted path on your hands that the Clockwork Gobbo's got to travel. And you really have to move quite precisely to try and ensure that the Clockwork Gobbo makes it to the end of this. And trust me, I found this to be a serious pain in the ass in order to collect this colored gem, so then I could nab the final golden Gobbo statue. I wasn't actually successful at doing this, so I will have to, of course, show off myself doing doing that in actually the final part of my Croc 2 Let's Play. So yeah, and sorry about that. This is the Master Chief 1, and welcome to my Croc 2 Let's Play part 7. Yeah, there we go. So, sorry if I didn't say that already. But as you could see, I was doing the voice for one of the certain characters. Oh, why is this so tough? Why, oh, why is this so tough? Why, oh, why couldn't this be so much simpler? Oh, why, oh, why, oh, why is this so tough? Why is this so tough? Why couldn't this be simpler? Oh, why is this stupid Clockwork Gobble challenge so hard? Why couldn't they make this so much easier for you to deal with? Then what was I dealing with? But thankfully enough, I will show you an easier way of being able to get this stupid final gem, so you can actually collect that final golden gobble statue, no problem. And with that, I've ran out of Clockwork Gobbles. Oh, yippee! Sorry, I'm just remembering how annoyed I was at that. But anyway, it's now that I've gotten half of the gobos, it's time to retrieve the other half. This level, aside from being long, it can be kind of confusing at some points to try and remember, to try and find your way through this area. I was just making sure I was going the right way. Not today, you Dantini! You're not taking that baby on my watch! To say, it's actually quite nice to see such a lovely looking, more advanced looking village, more of an advanced looking town when it comes towards the one of the Gabo civilizations, in my opinion. I mean, compared to anywhere else in the game, you really do not see anything like that. anything like this until eventually here. So really, well done, game designers. Really well done at making probably such a lovely world, despite this being, in my opinion, the most hardest of the worlds. Man, that was close. Oh, I was so close not to be blasted by that stupid Dantini. And here comes another one trying to blast me again with a Spaniard-looking pistol. With a Spaniard-looking blow shot. Yeah, with Spaniard-looking blow shot. Sorry, my singing was kinda low. I didn't mean for it to be that low. I really did not. There we go. Sometimes I just kinda forget to put my mouth close enough to this mic. Yeah, it's just I might do this for a lot of the tunes, but I just enjoy doing this. Yeah! I can catch it now! Sorry, it's just I hate that sound the shooter Dantini's making this game. Yeah, making this make for this level. Make for this entire area, not level, but area. Sorry, so used to other types of games. Yeah, where they make Dana! Well, that was actually cool. Well, that actually wasn't actually evil in the slightest. I mean, yeah, actually giving the Gobbo babies a friendly swing ride. I mean, sure. I mean, it still is bad that they of course are kidnapping them, but still, I'd say that it wasn't 100% bad, but oh well. Well, at least it shows that the Dantinis aren't complete monsters. Yeah, the only one that's probably a complete monster is pretty much Baron Dante, but that's pretty obvious given how evil he already is from what we've seen. Well, and what we've seen from of course the first ever Croc, if you were to ever play that game. I mean, like you as the viewer, but you get my point. Yeah, that's not really evil in the slightest either. But anyway, like I mentioned before, just make sure that you toss the Gobbo babies into the cribs as close as possible. Otherwise, if you happen to try and toss them at too far of a distance, they could cry, and it could cause you to lose a couple of gems that you receive every single time you toss a Gobbo baby in there. Anyway. Anyway, it's time that we save the final Gobbo babies. Yeah, I would have had the purple gem too, but of course, like I mentioned, that Gobbo, like I mentioned before, that Gobbo challenge is, like I mentioned before, that final Clockwork Gobbo challenge is a real pain in the butt. Okay, and with that, I have retrieved the key that we were going. Yeah, I have retrieved the key that I was going to need in order to free the last Gobbo baby.
Well, soon I will finally be done, and I will have saved all the Gobbo babies! The doors are open to the inventor's workshop. You're big and brave. Can you go in?
Big.
Buzzing getting louder. Hope Croc hasn't been eaten.
No, he's just found himself an awesome aerial ride! Okay. So it's time we face up against Baron Dante! Dante, once again, through a pretty intense fight. Yes, I got him. Sorry, I would have said something, but I had a really unexpected interruption.
Yeah, take that!
I'm Arrow Wings Croc. I'm Pilot Wings Croc. Flying through the sky, battling Baron Dante. As we try to shoot away these bombs. As I try to shoot away these bombs as he talk. And not only do I gotta avoid these bombs, I also have to avoid the fireballs that he throws out at me. I think he's tossing all of these. Yeah, I think he's tossing out all these bomb-based balloons. And yeah, bomb-based balloons, and I have to shoot that medallion when it comes to the belt.
I'm so glad you arrived, Croc. While you were fighting Baron Dante, I escaped using my self-propelling pencil. Oh yes, the Baron retreated to the heart of his evil domain. You keep the Baron busy. I'll try and find a way to send him back from whence he came. You'll have to get through the Dungeon of Defright and defeat Goo Man Chu, the Goo Monster. Welcome to the Dungeon of Defright number 2. If you remember this from the first Croc game, the Dungeon of Defright things, as mentioned, aren't really scary, but include many different challenging little random puzzles and stuff. And we are introduced to our first puzzle. This is a real big pain in the ass puzzle because Croc has to consistently pump these blue switches as much as possible, as much as he possibly can. And what makes this utterly annoying to the brim of insanity, in my opinion, is that as soon as you stop pumping one of the platforms, the other one starts instantly starts instantly descending, unfortunately, as you try to pump up another platform. Oh, what joy is that! And not only that, you gotta do a reversal on this. Yeah, sound like fun? Yeah, right. And if you don't hurry up with this, as you can see, your gem count the amount of gems you would receive starts to decrease suddenly. Oh man, how I still despise this. Yeah, that's why I was being sarcastic with this. But yeah, this is kind of what you have to do. I try to not use the fourth one because I don't want to waste too much time. I just heard a bird screeching. That's actually a classic sound from the first Croc game. And it was actually a sound you heard in the first dungeon. Sorry, in the first Dungeon of Defright, if you're actually curious. A couple of the challenges when it comes towards this new Dungeon of Defright, or Dungeon of Defright number 2, have some pretty similar characteristics. Yeah, or similar challenges to that of the other one. But there, finally, I've collected the key, and now we have to do it for the other side. Pumpin', pump up those platforms, pump up those platforms. Pump them up, pump them up. Pumping them up, pumping them up, pumping them up, pumping them up. Pump up the platforms, pump up the platform, pump up the platform, pump up the platform. It's just when the game starts to get this creative, it's actually not so hard to actually think of material, some actually good material, in my opinion. So that's why I'm actually a lot more talkative and creative when it comes to this. As you can see, the hardest part of trying to do this is to try and actually ensure that the third platform is low enough so then Croc can execute his double jump. And as you can see, this stupid platform, third one, eventually starts lowering all of a sudden.
Whoopee! Come on, I gotta get up there and save the Dantini! Oh, I gotta save the Gabbo! That was my bad. I said, come on, I gotta get up there and save the Gabbo! Accidentally said Dantini by accident. Why is this so fucking hard? Oh, come on! I'm sorry for the swearing, but it's just, I was just remembering how annoying this is. Really wish the stupid thing wasn't a pump activated shit thing. But there, finally I got there and freedom. You're my friend for life! There we go. Okay, thankfully enough, this one isn't so hard. as you can see, you gotta consistently smash on these arrows in order to redirect the box's flow, for it will actually magically move to the exact position of a glass gated crate, such as you remember the same type of crates that the same type of crates that the race car wheels were in order to free another gobbo. Help me over there! Ah, come on! Come on! Man, I was so stupid I didn't realize. Oh, yeah, duh. There it goes. And the box is racing to save the gobbo.
You're my friend for life!
Okay, as you can see, we're dealing with a magical moving crate now. If you're curious, you actually had to deal with the same thing in the first Croc game. Only the crate would actually move on the bottom of the ground instead of levitating like this. We had to race against a magical floating crate. Oh man, this is getting intense, isn't it? Aside from avoiding that fireplace. Okay, now that we've done that, go over here to unlock the crate and then free the gobbo.
I'm saved!
Okay, and with that, we have freed yet another one. Okay, this one you really gotta guess as to where the explosives are gonna fall. Actually, so this can be a little bit of annoying to be able to find out.
Croc, catch the bombs and blow up the cage!
Yes, like I just said, this is gonna be hard to be able to determine. It might be hard to determine where the explosives are going to fall, so try your best to anticipate where they were and to catch them as quickly as you can in order to, collect as many gems as possible, of course. Of course, you can't get them all.
You're my friend for life! Well, that's good to know. Well, that's good to hear.
Okay.
Ow! Ooh! Ow! Ooh!
Anyway, this actually involves an old type of challenge from the first Croc game too. It involves jumping onto a levitating platform and then suddenly having to reach the exact platforms in time in order to collect a certain item before time runs out. So hurry up because these pump things won't be around forever. And as you can see, we're once again using the pumps to rise another platform.
problem?
Sorry, it's usually that case, as you've seen throughout this. Anyway, Baron Dante isn't done yet, actually, because remember what the professor said? He's gonna help us in order to ensure Baron Dante's defeat is final. You might actually remember hearing this music from actually the fourth level of the first Croc game, actually. I certainly remember the two do 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 do. Anyway, these areas are going to require quite some speed and precision because we have to run for our lives from the toxic goo. Oh, it's so intense. Take that ugly goo monster! I said take that ugly goo monster in Croc's voice if you didn't know what I was saying. Anyway, be wary. These guys can cause you to lose some health if you're not too careful as to where they fall. And make sure you check everywhere when it comes towards these areas, because there is a chance you could, and I'm not joking you when I say that you could actually miss a couple of gems that would prevent you from regaining all of Croc's health. And it's vitally important this time that Croc recovers all of his health before he faces up against Baron Dante. Otherwise, you're going to be facing up against a pretty tough fight, and in my opinion, the hardest fight in the entire game, such as that of the first Croc, where Baron Dante was actually the hardest boss in the game. Oh no! Now you've really gotta run. Hurry! All right. Goo Man Chu. It totally sounds Chinese to me when you hear the name of the next upcoming boss. Yeah, that's right. We actually get 3 bosses in one area. I know, surprising. It kind of is. But given that one of those fights is just the first fight with Baron Dante actually. It's just to show you that, of course, Baron Dante is the toughest of the foes Croc's gonna face up against. Whoa! Man, that was close! And we're running. To make it up the tower, before the toxic waste gets us. I've gotta run! I think this is where I may have forgotten to grab it again, because I don't think it actually saved me obtaining those chests with the gems in it, and I must have not realized it. Stupid me.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa! It's so nice to actually hear an old tune that comes from Baron Dante's castle. Nothing's left but our eyes. Nothing's left but our eyes, such as the Dantinis. Wow! Go, go, go! This is actually the easiest boss fight in the game, in my opinion. Go! No more goo for you, Goo Man Chu! Yep, just had to rhyme. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna cut because I died during Baron Dante's boss fight, so see ya. Hello everyone, this is the Master Chief 1. I finally cut to my successful run of this. Croc, keep Dante busy while I open a portal with these crystals! Yes. And welcome to the hardest boss fight in the entire game. Okay, the idea is that during the first part, aside from dodging Baron Dante's damn fireballs, you actually have to hit the black Dantinis that he summons and prevent them from actually grabbing the professor, so then he can be able to set these crystals. But now, introducing the hardest part of the boss fight, we actually have to move along this wind and dodge Baron Dante's darn lovable fireballs. This is actually so much easier if you have 9 hit points, which is why I suggested that you had it. Anyway, let's continue on. Oh no! I gotta dodge another fireball and take down that Dantini before he goes after the professor! Oh boy! Here comes the hardest part again! Here comes the hardest part again! Ah! Whoa! 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 Ah! Whoa!
This is one epic boss fight! One epic boss fight! If you're ever curious, Baron Dante's a green skeleton. If you ever wanted to know, he's like, yeah, he's actually like some freaky green skeleton, like some giant green zombie. When it comes to Croc. Oh dear! Oh no! I'm on my last life. Let me succeed. Whoa! And with that, we have beaten Baron Dante!
Oh no! 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 I can't believe it! Not again, Croc! You little...
I really don't think I really don't think the kids would have wanted to know what you had to say. Even though I got a good idea. And with that, he is defeated. Baron Dante. Dante is now warped to a different dimension. Ooh, and gone for good.
We did it! The Baron is gone! Look what I found! Maybe it can be of some use to you!
Ooh, that is definitely of some use. Well, you should be happy, Croc. You finally will be able to find your parents at last.
Oh, Croc! It's you! I thought we lost you forever! Look!
Yep, it's all of the kings from the different villages. Must be in the teething stage. Oh no! Chiqua. Jeez. Not nearly as ridiculous as totally, like in the first part that I mentioned.
Well done, Croc! You did it! You rid the world of the evil Baron Dante! I can't help feeling he'll be back. I hope you've collected the jigsaw pieces, just in case.
Oh boy. And just when you thought he was gone for good, he has to go and steal Croc's unborn brothers and sisters. What a jerk. Anyway, all I have to say is, yippee! Yippee! With that, I have defeated all of the bosses of this game. Yeah, there actually isn't a secret boss unlike the first game. Quite disappointing if I do have to say so myself. And here we are with, once again, yet another pretty cheap set of credits. But this set of credits actually goes by a lot faster than the first couple of end credits for the first Croc game. And I have to say that is actually very nice. Very nice indeed. So anyway, this has been the Master Chief 1, and I hope that you've enjoyed my Croc 2 Let's Play Part 7, and I will see you in the finale, where we will reveal the secret stuff. So see you later, and goodbye, everyone. I really enjoyed this part.